A chilly afternoon as we get set to tee it up here on EA Sports College Football. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Kansas Jayhawks and the Ravens. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Hey guys, I caught up with Coach Scott Frost before the game. He loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Kansas offense that has the first possession of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. And the Jayhawks headed quickly to the line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Running inside. It's Thurman. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Hauls it in. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Now the Ravens offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
And, man, those big boys up front, man, they're the foundation of this unit, right? Like, they control everything. You have a great quarterback back there, and that's awesome. And we're going to talk about him throughout the game. But the guys up front, man, and the ability to be physical and keep him clean and keep him protected where he can do his work is the reason why this team is successful, Justin. I bet you wish you had a line like that.
No question about it. And this defense, they've got their work cut out for them because they know they somehow, some way have got to be able to get home to the quarterback and try and affect him. That is easier said than done against this offensive line. They play as a cohesive unit. You don't see a lot of mental assignment errors. You don't see a lot of busts up front. They're able to keep this quarterback standing up. If they can do that today, it's going to be a long run for this defense.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Play is stopped for a moment as they tend to an injured Kansas Jayhawk. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires downfield. Catch in the middle. It's Gallagher. Corral, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best receiver the football, and guys, that's not going to be the last time. Defense has done a nice job taking it away from them up to this point. The question, though, can they keep it up?
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Wide receiver going in motion. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands and the man on that last drive.
He'll bring it out. It's Parker. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. On the run, it's Willis. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle and wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football get just because of the body blow effect.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Makes the catch. Grayson, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Scooped it, scored it, into the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens.
That's such a great job by the defense because they never quit on the play. Yeah, they gave up a completion, but did you see them swarm to it, rip the ball out? They're able to scoop it, score. That is an unbelievable effort play by the defense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. The run inside. It's Willis. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Caught behind the line. It's Willis. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
I think there's a couple of schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like, some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Looking for room, it's Cook. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Offense staying on the field, they'll hurry up on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And it's the Ravens look to keep this drive humming. Off play action on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Ravens! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Fielded in the end zone, it's Parker. He gets across for 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey guys, checking in from the Kansas sideline. I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to get more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though, I can tell.
Breaks into the open. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Takes the handoff. It's Thurman. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Cox. At the 40, there he goes. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drop.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. DBs will try to keep everything in front. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Back to pass, it's Jenkins. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic with his feet. And slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. It is good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Ravens have the football, and here comes their offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And it's the Ravens come to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Garrison. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. So now it's second and long.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps.
Makes the grab and room to run. Touchdown, Ravens! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Willis. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Here comes the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job. There's no gain on the play. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Here's a heat. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play. for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive. But maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Right back to the well. Shoots his way for more. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
On the run, it's Willis. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Ravens have the football, and here comes their offense onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They'll go right back to him, and they swarm him under. And it's the Ravens who are in the hurry up. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And it's the Ravens who will have it 1st and 10. Off the play fake. On the move to his left. He's got it. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And it's the Ravens come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. To the air on 1st down. He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And it's the Ravens can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Makes a man miss. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Running the red zone. It's Garrison. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Ravens! And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is blocked. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws. And it's incomplete on 3rd. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Ravens! There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, presentation of EA Sports.